Alrighty. I was gonna go do this last night and I went to sleep. So I'm doing this now to make up for that. So, how y'all doing out there? Um, oh, right. Who am I asking this to? Okay, hold on. Time for me to do my. Ugh. What's this? Give me 1 second. Well, who am I telling that to? In any case, let's go ahead and get these lessons out the way. Well, not out the way. I actually like doing them. Let's go.
人、
Hito. I guess that means one of something.
人、人、人、
かっこいい人、
Cool person.
人、私の誕生日、
Tanjobi.
誕生日、
My birthday.
彼氏はどんな人ですか？彼氏はどんな人？彼氏はどんな人ですか？ですか？
How is this person? How is the new person? Oh, I forgot Karashi means boyfriend.
元気な彼女、
A lively.
元気な彼女、
Oh, this is gonna be weird.
優しい彼女、
A nice girlfriend.
彼氏はとても面白い人ですね。彼氏はとても面白い人ですね。とても面白い人ですにね。彼氏はとても面白い人ですね。
Alright, so that's what I'm saying. So your boyfriend is a very I forgot what emotion. Oh, a very. I think that's amazing. No, emotion Roy. Amusing. Amusing. Boyfriend is very amusing person, isn't he? Interesting. Interesting.
誰とデートに行きますか？
Who are you going on a date with? Let me see it here again.
誰とデートに行きますか？
Person.
人、人、
12月.
12月、
10月.
10月、
Tabemono.
食べ物、
8月. Fashion.
ファッション、
Guitar.
ギター、
Deto.
デート、
Ballet.
バレエ、
Renshu. Wa Totemo. What is it?
元気、
Genki. Alright. Wa Totemo Genki Mo Hito
です。
des. Kanojo.
彼女、
Well, if there's a nice person,
彼女は優しい人です。
man, I hope I got this right.
彼女は
Um, Kanojo wa Nigiyaka. No. Oh, Genki.
元気人ですな人です。
Man, I hope that's right. Saturday is my girlfriend's birthday. Saturday, that's Doyobi.
土曜日は彼女の誕生日です。
Bruh, I hope I got this right because I forgot what Udidoke means. Oh, thank goodness. This will have me nervous. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, well, next time. Okay. Tengo dos personas aquí, pero no trusto el personas. And one thing I know about lurkers is that they're usually either like hate watchers who are smart enough to not say anything, or they are people who are I don't know. That's all I got, honestly. There's always hate watchers. Bro, how did I lose? But I did say I was gonna do this like last night and I went to sleep. So I'm like, I shouldn't do that. Okay. That's wild. Also, it's gonna be like, hey, it's Black Guy Online. I'm gonna go ahead and mess with him. Shoot. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting for people to say something, I am going to okay. I'm a little confused, by the way. I'm a little confused and agitated because I just recently learned that there's this game that's out right now. It's called Pragmata. And Pragmata is like I went from not knowing what Pragmata was to being annoyed by anybody who likes the game, not likes the game, but like likes the game for the wrong reason. Because there's guys out there who are apparently like obsessed with that game. Only persona I acknowledge are the games. I don't know. What do you mean persona? By the way, the persona games are they're unnecessarily challenging. I don't understand why. I don't understand why that is. It's like there's a boss up in there who could just point at you and you're dead. Nah, forget that. They know they're wrong for that. But yeah, like there's this game is called Pragmata, and like apparently it's like a death simulator or something like that. And you said Persona earlier. No, I meant to say Pragmata. But like there's this community of guys who are apparently like upset because the little girl that you take care of in Pragmata apparently wears shorts underneath her dress. And I'm just like, I hate these communities of dudes because they really, really, really make it a challenge to be a dude. I know of Pragmata. Okay, then you understand then. It's like there's this community of dudes. There's like every there's dude communities out there that are just making it very challenging to be dudes, man. It's like every single time you look up, they're just doing things and just saying things and just make it like so much more challenging just to like the date like David, that singer dude. I meant during your Duolingo session. Oh, okay, okay. Like there's that David guy. There's the singer. That's the rapper. I don't know what he is. I went from not knowing who David is to like being annoyed by just being annoyed that like it took them that long to like get that guy because that dude basically set us back like a few years, man. And there's guys out there that actually are cool with what he did, which is sick, right? What are you LMAOing about? I hear the secrets. They had to their due diligence with David. Do not look up the Black Panther discourse right now. I'm not. I really am not. Like I am just like I'm so agitated with like I'm so annoyed and agitated with like like I hate the fact that I'm terminally on the internet enough to just sort of understand these stupid things because there was a time where I was not aware of what this stuff was. But now there's these communities and there's these communities of specific like I could understand if it was like I could understand if it was a small, easily ignored fringe of dudes out there who are just acting this way, who are acting the way that they're acting. But it's like, bro, it's they are the community. They're the majority now. It's annoying to me, man, because it's like it doesn't make any sense. Like we really kind of got like as dudes. It's unfortunate it took so long so they could like get all the evidence. Marvel token, Marvel fighting game. Uh, are you talking about? Are you talking about? So you're not talking about the group. You're not talking about the Black Panther group. Ugh. Shuri is Black Panther in the game. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Oh God, people are. Oh my God, don't tell me that dudes are like, hey man, Black Panther's supposed to be a guy. It can't be a girl. She's not strong enough to be a hero. She's just this little sister. Are we talking about that? Is that the discussion? Am I wrong? Please, y'all really need to stop using y'all phones for. Y'all really need to stop using y'all phones for my chat. Like seriously, get a keyboard. Type what y'all done is y'all type like 2 words an hour. That's exactly it. Oh no, bro! I am so I'm done with I do not like every so often I find myself just wanting to like every so often I find myself genuinely wanting to like side with guys when it comes to certain things because once again being a dude sucks. You know what I'm saying? Being a dude is absolutely miserable. You're consistently being told that the world is your oyster. It's like when you're a little boy, you're told that the world is your oyster. You have to do you're going to get everything that you want. When you become a man, right? And then you wake up one day, you're a guy, and everything is messing with you. Everything is poking at you and prodding at you and making you miserable. And they're like, well, it's because you're a man, you can take it. And you're just sitting here like, all I want is to just eat food and hug a girl. That's it. And and people are just like, nah, man, we had to make you miserable because you're a dude and you can take it. It's like we have bait, and the sad part is that we've gotten so used to T'Challa was just playable in Cosmic Invaders. I understand. That's what I'm saying. It's just like I really want to believe that like being a dude actually does suck, and it's worth being sympathetic about, and it is. But the problem is that like we as dudes have gotten so used to being mistreated and getting picked on and getting like pushed around and stuff like that that we genuinely treat but Shuri being playable in the fighting game is erasing T'Challa. Bro, I hate it when people say that something is being erased. I really hate that because people love to make it seem like, oh no, if you do something that we don't agree with, and if you like something is being replaced. No, nothing is being replaced. It's like we know about things. You know what I'm saying? It's like if all it took for you to forget about T'Challa was for Shuri to become the new Black Panther, then you're a stupid person who has the attention of a goldfish. Like you're an idiot. Like if that's all it took. It's kind of like how like the racists love saying. It's kind of like how the racists love saying, if you get rid of the statues, we'll forget that America had a civil war. It's like that's because you're dumb. It's not because of the statues. The statues isn't keeping the memory alive of the Civil War. You're just dumb as hell. The crazy thing, Ghost Rider is in the game. It's not Johnny Blaze. Let me guess. There was no issue about that. This is what I'm saying. It's like, dudes are always screwing everything up. Like dudes are almost like, I'm not going to say dudes, but just stupid and lazy and sociopathic people in general. They're just the most annoying people. As in, it's not the OG Ghost Rider, but one of the second ones. Oh, I'm aware. I get it. But that's what I'm saying. It's just like, this is the kind of crap that I'm talking about. It's just like, part of me, like I say, I always want to feel bad for like being a dude because being a dude sucks. But then dudes do crap like this. There's no discourse about this. There's no discourse about the Ghost Rider being replaced, but there's discourse about Shuri playing. It's because it always goes back down to like, just bigotry. It all just goes back to bigotry at the end of the day. Because all people want to do is just be like, black women can't be superheroes. And it's like it's literally like it's so annoying because it's like, bro, it's freaking 2026 and people are still trying to beat like sexism and racism is apparently still a thing in 2026 with everything that we know about Black people, with everything we know about women, with everything we know about the LGBTQ community, with everything we know about demographics of people who are seen as less than centuries ago, are now like after everything that we've seen that they're capable of doing. Like this, the discussion is still, well, we need to find a way to keep marginalizing them. We need to find a way to keep putting them in a bad situation. We need to. The creator said they wanted to use characters that don't get used much. I bet he does. And that's what I'm saying, man. It's like but then they keep doing crap like this, man. They keep doing crap like this, man. It's like dudes on the internet still. Why are Steve and Tony still in it then? Oh my god. I don't want to like these are like honestly these are the types of conversations that I just get really annoyed with because like I swear, man, internet dudes on the internet specifically are a special kind of suck, bro. Because it's like the types of discussions that these idiots want to have is almost always something in the line of like, how come we can't talk down on people that we don't like no more? And it's like you can. It's just people can tell you to shut up now. It's just stupid, man. It's annoying. Like once again, at the end of the day, it's like I said, being a dude, basically, like I feel like I always go back to this idea that like people didn't exactly grow up. People didn't become adults. We just became taller kids because of the fact that it's like when people value bullying and mistreatment and pushing people around and talking smack about people and just like doing everything they can to just hurt people. People value that over practically anything else. People value just basically marginalizing people and making it okay to do. It's like nobody wants to actually solve any problems or fix anything or help anyone. It's always, I want to feel good about making other people feel bad. And it's like, why, bro? It's 2026. Life sucks for everybody right now. Can you? It's like, man, that's crazy. It's like our lives are miserable right now, and all people want to do is just like make life miserable for other people. And it's like that's where we're at right now, man. It's just evil. It's evil all around. And somehow I'm a crazy person for just simply saying this is bad. Nobody should like this. Nobody should like this because who are you to tell somebody else what to do? How dare you? Oh, man. These people ain't happy unless they seen something on fire, bro. And yeah, once again, like being a dude is like I said, being a dude sucks because once again, we've gotten so used to being mistreated. We've gotten so used to like being mistreated as a society that like we basically like ignore anything that's like fun or enjoyable. We always basically misplace. We always assume that something that we are having fun with doing or something that we enjoy doing is not worth doing because you're not learning anything from that. It's always like it's always the stupidest crap. It's like if you're not suffering, you're not learning. No pain, no gain. And it's like, bro, my life is pain, and I'm gaining nothing from it. You're gaining a new day to live, aren't you? It's like, yeah, but is it really a good thing when I don't want to live? Like why does life gotta suck so bad? The most annoying people think that people do better from pain. And I hate that. I hate that more than anything else. Shoot, but yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. It's just like it's just genuinely annoying because like these are the types of people that we should be having more conversations about like bro, like specifically what is wrong with dudes? What is wrong with dudes? There's guys on the internet right now basically saying there's guys on the internet who are, by the way, not nearly as attractive as Meg Thee Stallion is, basically all but admitting that they would do something strange to Klay Thompson just to make sure that he understands that he won the gender war that he started when he uh, cheated on Meg Thee Stallion. That's a discussion right now. It's just a bunch of dudes like just trying to like basically be anti-woman, but then they just just outing themselves as basically liking Klay Thompson. No, man, he was the prize. He was the prize, bro. You're not supposed to care about this. You're not supposed to care about this, bro. What the heck? I'm agitated. I'm agitated by like a lot, man. It's just these stupid. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all having a nice Sunday. How are things going for you, Manny? I hope this week has been a little better for you. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. You're the reason why I lost subscribers. Like they started to believe you when they started to like heavily believe your comment on my video about the motherless video, and they just decided, you know what, this guy's right. Man, he does think this, and they just unsubscribed from me. But no, but yeah, also yeah, I'm not in a good place. I actually didn't want to go live. I really actually because I got the PS5, I actually don't like doing this anymore. Where I have where I show my face and talk to y'all like this. I would much rather like just use my lives to do gameplay and just talk over the microphone. But oh no, don't run away, don't run away, don't run away. But yeah. But yeah, though, it's like but yeah, like outside of that, yeah. Dude, please don't run, please don't run, please don't run, please don't run. I really ain't got no skulls. What? But with every dang it. Ran away. Oh well, still gonna win. But yeah, I genuinely, like I said, keep the faith, bro. You're a survivor. You're being sarcastic right now. With that, let's see. I got two people in here, so I'm gonna assume that hopefully Bane is like still alive. He's just probably just multitasking. But man, I ain't gonna lie though, man. It was actually just, but yeah, like my entire concept when it comes to like dudes nowadays is just like, what is wrong with dudes, bro? Like with the with people siding with people trying to find ways to side with David, which I like to think is just like some sort of sarcastic group of people just basically saying, "Oh yeah, like we're definitely taking David's side," but it's like it's hard to tell because people are evil nowadays. So it's like we don't know if that's true, or I don't know if it's a joke or not. Then you got like these dudes out here basically saying that they fell in love, like they're falling in love with Clay Thompson. Then there's this other group of guys out here basically complaining about the girl from Pragmata having on shorts underneath her dress. And now, I mean, all of that on top of, I actually wasn't being sarcastic. You took a lot of hits, but you're still around and kicking. I don't believe you, but I appreciate it. With that being, but yeah, like, and then to top it all off, like there's dudes, like 60 million plus dudes who are just 60 million plus dudes just on the internet, just like talking about it sucks being a dude, man. It really does. Because on top of like everything else, just like on top of everything else, like being like absolute garbage, like you still have to like your worst enemy is almost always gonna be other dudes. Like other dudes really just be going out of their way to just basically make life as miserable as possible for everybody else. It's just that like, like I don't understand it. Like why can't life be enjoyable? Why can't people be happy? Why can't people just enjoy themselves? It's always just no, we have to be bullies to each other because how because it will toughen each other up, which by the way, we really need toughening up nowadays? Everybody's too tough. Everybody's so tough right now that everybody wants to be fight. Then imagine what it's like being a chick. I can imagine what it's like being a chick when you have a whole bunch of mentally depraved sociopathic dudes chasing you. Yeah. But like in this day and age, it's kind of the same experience. In this day and age, it's kind of the same experience. Like, you can always say, well, like, because it's easy to say, it used to be easy to say, well, at least I don't have to worry about some dude coming after me. And it's like, welcome to the internet where every dude is after you, regardless of gender, because now there's just a whole like network of guys just basically saying, oh, we're going to make your life miserable because you exist and you look a certain way. You exist and you look a certain way. And it's funnier and it's funny for us. It's like, bro, man, this is crazy and stupid and annoying at the same time. Like, I actually, as a joke, wanted to start an OnlyFans account as a joke one time. And then I realized that, like, because all I'm going to be doing over there is just reading a book, probably without a shirt on. And I was thinking to myself, I should probably do something like that and see if that could, like, give me a little bit of money on the side or whatever. And if it doesn't, then no big deal. And then it dawned on me, the only people I would have on my OnlyFans are, like, dudes. So I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. That don't need to happen. Bro, these people are knocking me the heck out. But yeah, like but that's what I'm saying though. But it's like, everybody's worst enemy is dudes. I'm just gonna go say that right now. Everybody's worst enemy is dudes. It's like, there's plenty of mean women online too. But it's like, but they're so few and far between in contrast to mean dudes that it's actually kind of like ridiculous, bro. Because it's like you got these, like there's dudes on here right now complaining about Black Panther being played by Shuri. They're complaining about the girl in Pragmata like having shorts underneath her dress, even though she's a child. There's people out there who is probably unironically supporting David. There's people out there there's guys out there who's still trying to do the whole women bad, men good thing to justify like pursuing men or whatever. And it's like this is and there's nothing wrong with pursuing. There's nothing wrong with like, being gay or whatever, but you shouldn't have to hate women to do it. But these guys are like, yeah, you should. It's like, it's not gay to hate women. It's like going, it kind of is. I mean, I don't know where I was going with that. I really don't know where I was going with that. But like, it's genuinely just annoying that like everybody's a bully now. Everybody's mean now. Everybody just wants to make life miserable for everybody else now. Everybody just wants to push on everybody else around now. There's really there's really like no good. Well, there's very little good. And that it's like nobody's annoyed by this. We're just cool with that now. We're just cool with everybody being the bullies. We're just cool with everybody just being mean-spirited and ill-willed and just cruel and just pushing people around for no reason. That's just a thing now. It's like, well, that's the way of the world, man. That's how the world is now, whatever. As I, like dog eat dog or whatever. Which, by the way, even in the real world, dog don't eat dog. Like, even in the real world, like, dog don't eat dog. So it's like, I don't understand where dog eat dog came from. I guess they're talking about, like, dogs eating hot dogs, I'm guessing. But whatever. Speaking of whatever, I really do need to get Final Fantasy, what is it, 8? The one with Squall in it. That's going to probably be, like, my next playthrough or something. If I actually can get it. But yeah, like I want, but yeah, like I also did this live because I want you guys to know that like this kind of live, where it's just me sitting in front of the camera and just talking, I kind of never really wanted to do this. When I started my YouTube channel in 2006, I wanted to actually like just for it to be a gaming channel. And you know, it's 8. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Squall is like one of my Squall. I actually used to hate Squall because I thought Squall and now would probably be the time to do what? Oh, to get a Final Fantasy 8. Like, can I get it? Is the question. Is it cheap? Because I'm strapped for cash, bro. Bro, these dudes are tough. I ain't gonna lie, I'm strapped for cash, man. Like I'm in a bad way. Like we might be on sale. Oh, 8 might be on sale. Maybe. I can check. Playing the game right now. RIP DMX. Is that the first one? Seriously, what is that? Eight might be on sale. I'm checking for it now, actually. But also, all right, so I got 4 people up in here. All right, so it's got it. Let's see, Bane the Reckoning, probably Mega still. I got at least one hate watcher. One hate watcher. There's at least one. There's one. But I don't know who I don't know who the third person is. Truant's been busy lately. Miss Christie. Miss Christie is probably working. Lala is. I don't know who this third person is, but the fourth person is definitely a hate watcher, for sure. All right. With that being said, but yeah, like I was saying, though, I kind of, like I said, I really don't like doing this too much because, like I said, I always wanted this to be a gaming channel, but I also wanted to keep my channel active. So I was like, until I get a game, I'm going to do something to try to keep the channel active. Now I got a game and I do intend on playing that game, and I do intend on playing games that I'm pretty sure that other people probably won't enjoy too much. But the goal is to play the games that I want to play, have fun doing what I'm doing, and hopefully if people like it enough, they'll support. And if not, no big deal. But you know, I just want to enjoy myself. You know, I want to enjoy myself on this app, regardless of all that despise me for questionable reasons. It's like he's black and he don't like Trump and he hates men. I don't hate men. Shoot, I hate men who consistently bring us down by like destroying everything that we are and what we do. But I don't hate men in general. Shoot, I think LeVar Burton and Michael Threets are national treasures. Shoot. Yeah, darn it. Oh man, give me a sec, bro. Sorry, y'all. Okay. I hate it when my lower body's in frame when I'm laying down. All righty. Also, this makes the room that I live in look a lot bigger than it actually is because this room ain't big. If I put a bed up in here, it's gonna take up like half the space. But how y'all doing out there? Everything okay? Y'all living life. I'm pretty sure Megas is doing pretty okay because he just tried to ruin my channel. Well, I guess I could just rant for a little bit though, because like I don't like really like I don't like I said it's really really easy to just say, oh, by the way, he hates men. I don't hate men. I get agitated because every single time we try to like move forward as a community, as a society, there's always like these groups of dudes that's like, yeah, but we should be hating the women, or we should be hating the blacks, or we should be hating a certain skin color, we should be hating a certain religion. It's like, why do we need to hate anybody, bro? Everything sucks. Please fix problems. Please solve problems. And others like, nah, I'm just making my partner some breakfast and doing weekend chores. Nice day so far. Certainly, you should totally make that cook. You should totally make your cooking concept, like make that into content. I gotta check something real quick. Give me one moment. I really wish. One thing I also don't like about YouTube Live is that I can't pause the live. Like it's just like I have to. Like it's gonna be some dead space. By the way, I also stream on Twitch now as well. And I know for a fact that I got 5 people in here. That's crazy. All right, show of hands. Who is here because they're hate watching right now? Don't worry, I'm not gonna do anything. Just all my hate watchers, put hands in the chat real quick. What's your Twitch name? I got you on Instagram. I'll send it to you through there. Give me 1 sec. Because I always forget what my Twitch name is because I know that there's some numbers at the end of it. Because I was trying to like be original. And like they was like, no, you can't be original. Somebody already got this one. Give me 1 second. Give me a second. Bro, come on. Why can't I find you on here? Hold on. Why can't I just had you on here. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll give you my Twitch name on Instagram later though. Because like I said, I'm trying to remember it and I'm bad at remembering things. But what's your Twitch? What's your Twitch? I'll follow you and then you could like. Matter of fact, if you guys want to see my Twitch account, just put your Twitch name in the chat, and I will follow you using my Twitch account, so that way you can just follow back. Because I'm lazy right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay. But yeah, like I said, if y'all got Twitch, tell me what y'all Twitch names is. I will add y'all on here. I'll add y'all on Twitch. Do that, and we'll do it that way. Charlie Craig, I will definitely send you guys I'll definitely send you the. Just give me 1 second, because I. Sangre Azteca. Shoot. Man. Shout out to the two. Appreciate that, y'all. So, how y'all doing out there, by the way? Doing okay? Everything good? I wonder if Sauce is, oh, it might be RC. It might be RC. He's probably just really busy. Now he's gonna pop up with a different name at some point. Just living. I dig it. I dig it. Also, I'm really glad to see that your channel is also doing really well. I mean, yo, you're getting close to that big. You're getting close to 1,000. If I'm not mistaken, I think you can. I think you can do like lives once you get like 500 subscribers, and you're well above that. So I would definitely like. I would watch. Don't hate men, hate stupid people. That's what I'm saying. I do hate stupid people. I'm saying I don't like the people. I don't like the men specifically because like I have to hold certain people that I have to hold certain communities that I am familiar with to much higher standards, because it's like I know for a fact why they're doing the thing that I know why the thing that they're doing is bad, and I don't know why they're doing the bad thing. Like, for example, as a dude, right? Like, it's like, we should have empathy for people at this point in time right now. So if you're a dude and you don't have empathy, I'm going to be like, why don't you have empathy? It doesn't make any sense to not have empathy in 2026 when everybody is suffering. You know, like I do hate stupid people, but I'm starting to think that there is no such thing as a stupid person, because like we live in this informational age where everything is like access to us. Yep, almost there. 1,000 next milestone. I'm rooting for you over here. Honestly, I really do hope that you. I really do hope that you get there. Your content is very wholesome and adorable, and I think is like I think that y'all are adorable. Y'all have like a really cute thing going on. I love it. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely rooting for y'all. I really do hope that y'all get to that 1,000. But yeah, man, like I don't believe that stupid people exist. I had a bit of an epiphany when I was at work, man. And it was like, I don't think that people are stupid. I just think that people are just evil now. You know what I mean? I feel like evil people have just sort of like completely kind of overran everything. And because they overran everything, they're trying to manipulate everybody into thinking that they're stupid. But all they're doing is they're just giving people the green light to be more evil. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? It's like there's people out there who just basically saying, "Hey, you could be as evil as you want to be," and people are just like, "Oh, well, this person's basically giving me the green light to be as evil as I want to be. Now I'm going to be as evil as I want to be." And like, I'm holding guys to a higher standard than that, because it's like with everything that we know about being a guy and doing evil stuff, you would think that there would not even be like, and you would think that there wouldn't even be a desire to do it anymore, because it's like even if you don't empathize with anybody that you're planning on like making miserable, you at least should have sense to say, this could get me in some serious trouble. This could get me in a really bad spot. I could do some if I do something wrong, I'm gonna have to reap the consequences that come with it. But instead, dudes are like, nah, man, I'm just gonna continue to be evil because it's it's cooler or it's fun or whatever. It's just like these people exist, and I have to share a genetic gender with these morons. And it's like, and all I want to know is why y'all still do this? Why still do? It makes no sense to me. It's like going with everything that we know, with all the stuff that's been happening. Why? Why? Like that's just my thing. Is that like it's like why I hold people to a certain standard is just because like why are y'all like this, bro? We could like literally be so much better and literally improve the whole world by doing so. And y'all are still like, nah, man, we still need to hate women and we still need to hate women and we still need to hate the people who have different skin colors and we still need to hate like why, bro? Shoot, stupid people don't exist, man. Evil people do. Ultimately, but I'm just saying like I would say bigots and right wingers because of the fact that it's not all men and it's not all men and it's not all like it's not pale people. But it's like it should be the fact that like it's just kind of annoying that like we don't really like have high enough like we don't really have high enough standards to just say to just call out this sort of behavior, or rather if we do we're supposed to just or rather if you do call out the behavior you're supposed to just be shrugged off as some sort of like weirdo for like just basically like not letting other people have their fun. Like I said, there's the David guy, that David Singer, that guy. There's people out there who actually like unironically think that he didn't do anything wrong. Like this is why I talk so much smack about bullies. I will always say that bullies are both privileged and like bullies are privileged. I will always say that bullies are privileged, and I will always say that there's like no benefit towards having them. Like people be like, nah, man, they keep everybody sharp, they keep everybody on their toes. It's like society doesn't benefit from like bullies, man. All they do is just like like ruin everything. It's like I can understand if like things were going. There's no such thing as things going too well to a point where we need like cruelty and mistreatment and oppression and things like that. I've never seen a situation where that was like necessary, where those things was like necessary. But you let every bully tell it. These are the things that make up a society or whatever. It's like, come on, man. That's wild. That's wacky. And yes, I will say that bullies are privileged. I will. That's a hill that I'm going to die on because like bullies are not only privileged, but they're protected. Like if you say anything bad about bullies, and the first thing that somebody does is basically tell you bullies don't exist, so they're not that bad. You just think that everything is like a little kids TV show or some crap like that. Okay. Charlie, I cannot find you on Instagram for the life of me. I don't understand why. Is this Charlie or Craig? Or is it like I'm just never, or is it like I'm just not supposed to know? Here we go. Here we go. All right, boom, got you, and I am going to send you my Twitch info on Insta. Yeah, I forgot y'all go as two separate people on Instagram. Doom ding ding doom ding ding doom ding ding ding. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry, that was from my Twitch channel. All right, so I've sent both you and Craig my Twitch channel on Insta. Because like I said, I'm too lazy to like remember what it is because I got numbers at the end of it. So if you just happen to it's like I don't want to remember the numbers. We got it. Cool. Alrighty. Shout out to the. So it's like if y'all just happen to want, but yeah, I do stream on Twitch also. So if y'all just happen to want to support that, by all means do. I will like just ask me for it though. Or better yet, like I said, if you want to support me on Twitch, type the Twitch into the chat, or when the video is or when the live is over, you can just put your Twitch down. Oh, I got the alfalfa going on over there. Just get the just type a comment, put your Twitch in a comment below, and I will I'll send you the invite accordingly or something. Because like I don't really want to. It's like I don't want to be the show. I do kind of want to be the audience sometimes. So it's like if you guys just happen to be like streaming on Twitch or whatever, let a brother know. Alrighty. Got 5 people up in here. I wonder if one of them is Sauce. Hey, Sauce, are you in here? Shoot, like I said, all right. Always buzzing. Like one thing I really hate about the internet is the anonymity too, because it's like the anonymity only benefits haters. Like I understand the use. I understand like everybody kind of needs to, everybody should have like their own personal or private or whatever. Like needs to sort of have their own. I understand that people need privacy, but it's like if you're being private on the internet, right? Like it just it kind of just it feels like an oxymoron a little bit. Like you're basically trying to make yourself the invisible part of the community. And it's like the only reason why anybody would want to make themselves an invisible part of the community is because they want to like do something suspicious or bad or mean spirited or something. Like there's never been a time where somebody has ever anonymity is a hard word for me to pronounce as well. It's a lot like that. It's a lot like Lilo, not Lilo and Stitch. What's that movie called? The one with Finding Nemo. But yeah, it's but one thing I just picked up on though is that like Peeps really just want to be like super like I'm still here. I appreciate that, man. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just don't like it when like people are like trying to be secretive online while actively trying to be part of a community as well. Because nobody has ever been a secret part of the community and have actually like served a benefit to the community. Did you see the Michael Jackson movie yet? I have not. My partner can't pronounce rural to save her life. I don't think she would be okay with you just like putting that out there like that. She tell you herself, oh, hopefully I would love for her to like pop up on here one day. But yeah, I haven't seen the Michael Jackson movie yet. I heard it was great though. I heard it's like breaking records right now. Is that true? Is Michael Jackson's movie doing that good? Uh Nothing to be ashamed of. We will all have words like that to give us trouble. Yeah, I have a hard time speaking in general, so I'm not really you know, I can't talk literally. But I do know that like bruh, no. Michael was great. Yeah, very good. Got people doing the moonwalk. That's what I'm saying. Is like one thing I will say is that like leaving to Michael Jackson that had been dead for a few years and still somehow make one of the biggest movies, still be a subject of one of the biggest movies of current history. I heard the Michael Jackson film is either really, really good or really, really bad, nothing in between. One thing I've learned is that like, anybody who says that anything is bad, they probably say that everything is bad. So I just don't care about what people be saying about like, I don't care about like anybody. I don't care about reviews or anything like that. Because a lot of people who say that something is bad, they'll say everything is bad. Like, what is it that you like? I don't have to tell you. Okay, what would you like to see more of in films? I don't have to tell you that either. Would you ever consider making your own film? Why are you asking me questions? Yeah, it's breaking records. That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, Michael Jackson still somehow manages to be like the biggest deal in box office. That's insane, bro. And like, homie's been dead for like a long time now. And there's gonna be kids who don't know who Michael Jackson is, being like doing the moonwalk and busting out the. I feel like this movie's gonna be like a resurgence of hit for him. But yeah, like if it's breaking records, I'm not surprised. But yeah, like I'm not surprised if it's breaking records, man. I mean, it's Michael Jackson. Like that dude was breaking records like at like 8. Uh, yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but like I heard it was good. I heard that I heard it was fantastic. If it's breaking records, then if it's breaking commercial records, then it's doing something right. I'm not sure though. Did you see it, Charlie and Greg? I'm gonna start calling y'all C2 because I don't know which one I'm talking to majority of the time, and I'm assuming that like y'all alternate between like actual users. So I'm gonna start calling you C2 from now on. Max doesn't really know who Michael Jackson or Prince are. She knows the names Michael Jackson, but that's about the extent. She tried to convince me that no one her age. Wait, how old is your ex? We don't know who Michael Jackson is. Probably not from this planet. How old is your ex, bro? Did she just like did she just grow up sheltered? Kids were asking their parents, was Joe Jackson really that bad after seeing this movie? She's 37. Oh, a whole new audience of people will learn about Michael. Was Joe Jackson really that bad? I feel like we're in this era now. Like I feel like we're in this era now in America where we can all say that there, like, everything was that bad. Everything not only was that bad, but is that bad now? I feel like the question of is blank that really that bad is like, yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it was. Shoot, we make jokes about Joe Jackson being an abusive dad today. I feel like Joe Jackson would definitely be like, I'm pretty sure there's gonna probably be like a lot of dudes who's gonna be like, Joe Jackson was abusive to Michael, but look at how successful Michael turned out. Being abusive is actually a good thing, or whatever. Oh my god, I'm gonna get taken out of context with that so much. But like, yeah, man, people are sociopaths, bro. But yeah, C2, did y'all see it? Critics were bashing the movie because it doesn't talk about the allegations. I mean, let's hope not. Like that's a big part of like why would you? I feel like that's going to be like a really rough thing. I feel like has there ever been a movie about somebody who was alleged to do something like that, and they actually like was there ever a movie where that was a discussion? People said that about Joe Jackson for years. Actually, people have been saying that Joe Jackson. What people have been saying that Joe Jackson's like the pinnacle of fatherhood. Oh, that's good. C2, what did you think of the C2? What did you think of the movie? Great Balls of Fire did. That's actually kind of hilarious. It was Great Balls of Fire. That was was that Elvis? No, that's who is it? Huey Lewis? Jerry Lee Lewis, right? Jerry Lee Lewis. Yeah, Jerry Lee Lewis. I always get Jerry Lee Lewis and Huey Lewis mixed up. Ugh. That's why they're hypocrites. It was like taking a time machine into the 70s. Ray made Ray Charles look pretty terrible as well. That actually, I mean, wasn't wow, now that I think about it, wasn't Ray Charles kind of like not a good guy? like to women, to like, you know, to women that he was with? I didn't see Ray. Just as a man, not really as a person. They praised it. They didn't give Elvis nearly as much smoke. Hell, they praised it. That movie portrayed Elvis as not racist and an ally to black people. I always hear different things about Elvis. I didn't know that he was. I didn't know he was racist. I knew that he stole from like the black. I knew he stole from like the black community, but I didn't know that he was racist. But like then again, it's like it was the 50s. Name one white person in the 50s that wasn't racist, which is kind of sad to say. And that's life. That's what people say. Something, something. That movie portrayed Elvis as not racist. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Though. It's like name one person. It's like it was the 50s. Name one person. Name a white person in the 50s that wasn't racist. It's kind of sad because like some 20 years from now, a kid's gonna be able to say that about this era. Bernie Sanders. Well, I mean, you know, he's Jewish. He can't be racist. He should. He's Jewish. Like that they wouldn't let him be racist anyway because he'll be like the blacks, and they'll be like you're Joe, and it's like what? And yet Ben Shapiro. I know, and this is like that's one reason why I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying specifically him. I just said specifically like Bernie. I don't understand like how they even. I don't understand how like a whole bunch of people who have grown to like basically tell everybody that they used to like there was a whole agenda was like Jew bad, and there's like, but then they suddenly like Ben Shapiro. I never understand. I don't understand society, bro. Once again, it just goes back to it always goes back to like everybody's just taller kids. It's like they just want it's like everybody likes bullies. It's like these people just literally like bullies. They enjoy people being bullies as long as they can just it's like, you know, of course, like as long as they can say something mean about a marginalized group of people that is like universally agreed upon to be disliked, they'll let anything slide. Like it will always stress me out that Kevin Samuels sounded the way he did voice wise, and like black dudes loved him simply because he talked smack about black women. It was like we don't care if he sounds a little fruity. We just like him because he says mean stuff about black women. LOL. It's like, bro, it's like y'all literally are like homophobic all the time, but y'all let this slide. That's crazy. Like that's something that will always like sort of like just make me question like society a little bit. It's like people will literally just sort of overlook something that they would genuinely hate somebody for, as long as it's like committing an act of cruelty against someone else. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna figure out these lyrics to this song. You're riding high in April and you're shot down in May. But I'm gonna change that tune. When I'm back on top in June. Okay. once again, to anybody who wants to see my Twitch, whatchamacallit, which I don't like seeing my Twitch. I don't like that. Anybody who likes to see that though, I will have it also like I just put in your Twitch account below and I will follow it. And you can just follow me back. Or not, whatever. One thing about me is, like I said, I really don't like being in front of the camera, but I would like to be audience for other people. Oh, that's not good. Shoot. But yeah, man. Like I said, I'm annoyed though. I'm annoyed by how dudes be on the internet, and it's just like it's really annoying to me because it's like going. A lot of people love to shrug that off as like, oh, that's just a small selection of you not liking being in front of the camera is a new thing. Yeah. No, it's been like literally all I ever wanted to do on YouTube was play video games and be like the video game guy. Like and not have people like see my face. And I also wanted to like have an animated character like drawn like me so I could like do like little videos with the animated character. But the guy who wanted to do the guy who I wanted to do the animations decided that he didn't want to do it. Wait, I remember what I wanted to talk about, and glad Megas is here. Okay. No, I actually wanted to like do a whole bunch. I had a whole plan about what I was going to do with my channel before I realized that I couldn't do it because I have to. So many of you don't believe in anti-heroes, right? I swear to God, dude. Okay, here's the thing. I need you to remember, Megas is still an op up in here, okay? So if you say something that he agrees with that I disagree with, he's going to automatically be on your side because he's actively trying to sabotage my channel. Like, he's a hater. He hates me. You also wanted to be a wrestler though, so I figured you were okay with being on camera. No, I actually wanted to do I actually want to do a thing where I wrestle in a mask. And the basis is what again? Oh my god, dude. The anti-hero is just basically I don't believe in anti-heroes because of the fact that I don't believe in anti-heroes because people declare that heroes don't kill. But it's like because heroes don't kill. And the idea is that like who determined that rule? None of what Manny says is true, by the way. Yeah, no, it's true. Like literally, once again, you're the reason why I got some people to unsubscribe from me. They saw your comment in my motherless video, and they just basically just sort of said, "Oh, he does think that men who abuse women love them so much," and they just fled the channel. So that's what it was. It wasn't because of like me playing Life is Strange. It was literally because they believed you over me. So yeah, and besides, dude, you're a hater. It's not that big of a deal. You could literally you give me money. You actually believe that? Yeah. And besides, what's wrong with that being the case? You're a hater. It's not that bad of a thing. If there's one thing I've learned is that people who hate me automatically start like immediately start succeeding in life. So it's like you hating me and you giving me grief sometimes is going to automatically like mean that at some point you're going to like elevate. Like God's just going to elevate the crap out of you. So just take the dub, man. But yeah, the reason why I don't believe in anti-heroes is because there's no such thing as like there's no hero that does villain stuff because a hero is just basically somebody who beats up a villain to me. Nothing would be wrong if it was actually true. Of course, you're not gonna say that it's true, dude. I doubt that you'll ever just say, "Hey, man, I'm here to just I'm here to give you a rough time, and because I hate you." You're not gonna say that outright, but like, it's cool. It's cool, man. There's no big deal. Like I know it, you know it. You don't have to say it. We already know it's no big deal. But like at some point, God is gonna bless you because you're giving me crap. Name a hero. Oh my God. Superman. Let me guess. You're gonna tell me he did some evil stuff? Superman killed, right? I'm gonna name an actual anti-hero. Let me guess. Frank Castle. Soups is a generally a Boy Scout though. Enter Kane from Drakengard. Yeah, yeah, I know. He was evil, but he was actually doing some good stuff. Yo, shout out to Truant for showing up. What is up? Truant, man, I thought you disappeared off the face of the universe, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Actually, I saw bits and pieces of Drakengard a long time ago. Um, Now that I think about it, Drakengard is actually connected to a traumatic memory of mine. I've been surviving, bro. I've been surviving, Drew. It's good seeing you, man. Shoot, how you been? Feels like forever since I saw you. Hold on. As y'all can obviously tell, I've gotten fatter. Life's been all right. I can dig it, True. I can dig it. You know, every so often I stream my video game on here now, man. So it's like if you ever get bored, you know, you feel free to watch one of my streams. I'm currently playing Life is Strange. Anything new that's going on in your life? Oh yeah, I feel like I just sort of beat you to it. But yeah, I'm like I said, I'm playing streaming games now because I finally got that PS5. I've been harping over. He's your hero. Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't know anything about Life is Strange, so I'm playing this game blind. But I love it, man. It's so good. But yeah, I didn't play Drakengard, but I've seen it be played by a friend of mine who is no longer with us, and you know he told me some stuff about it. But yeah, Kane is apparently like some evil little sociopath edgelord, but he also plays as the good guy in the series. Is that the main? Yeah, I mean, like I'm aware. The first one is amazing. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, it is. Like I love games that are like storyline driven and lore driven and lore based and things like that. I love that stuff. Like isn't hold on, is Drakengard is connected to what's that game called where you play as that robot chick with the bands over her eyes? She got the little you play as that little dude and it's like it's a robot girl and uh uh I forget the name of it. Then there's a clear difference between traditional hero and anti-hero. Near, that's what it is. Near, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm aware of that, but it's like, yeah, he's just a sociopath. That's like, I think he's just a sociopath. Drakengard is awful. I'm a huge fan of Yoko Taro, but Drakengard sucks. Ugh. I'm telling you, BTR, you really need to start like making some game. You really need to start like making content, bro. Like you are good for these types of discussions, man. Not near automata. Yeah, I know a near automata. It's the same thing. Shout out to Truman for showing up though, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like it's good seeing you, bro. Like Truman is my day one, with the exception of possible use. I just hope that she's doing okay wherever she is. For sure. That's my man. That's my human right there, bro. Dead. Near Automata is the one with the androids. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, like the only reason why I even know about Near Automata is because I did play it. I played a little bit of it when I was in Georgia, and I looked it up. And a lot of people was like, "Oh, I like Near Automata because you go like if she takes enough damage, she was like her clothes breaks." And it's like, bro, what? Dragon Guard is generic. It stands out for the absolutely crazy story. To be, yeah, to be. It's like, yeah, like I remember like people like playing that game mostly because they wanted to like get her to like take damage and like lose her clothes or something. Because, like you have to adhere to these absolute weirdos in order for your game to sell. It's like forget the overly complicated story. Forget the overly complicated story about like, about androids and the end of the world and things like that. Nah, we gotta we need to make sure these guys lose their minds over these women. Dragon Guard lets you recruit people. Yeah, I remember there was that one blind dude who's apparently like was a little too interested in that kid, but he actually like wanted to like stop those urges or something. It's like if I'm not mistaken, Dragon Guard was like everybody was like screwed up and evil in some fashion, right? It was like basically the ultimate edge lord. It was like the ultimate edge lord fantasy where everybody is evil, but they're played as the good guys, so you have to like them. It's like going, see, you should tolerate us for being sociopaths. It's like we know, but I'm not. It was just a world where there was no real good. Yeah, I know. Kind of like the world now. It's sad, but this I don't want. I shouldn't talk to sound like that. I'm not really that hopeless. I actually do believe that there is good in the world. I'm just agitated at the fact that it's like evil prevails so much in the world. Coincidentally, I actually ordered a 2B figure today. Yeah, you need to show that collection. Even the innocent little sister turned out to have romantic feelings for. Okay, yeah, but like I feel like that's just a Japan thing. It's like because like I want to say like every anime or everything that's been done in Japan usually has that character up in there. I'm like, yeah, that feels like a Japan thing because I feel like they don't really like. I feel like they don't necessarily what's what I'm looking for. I feel like that's not really a taboo in Japan, which is kind of questionable. Which always just sort of makes me like question Japan sometimes. Zeta Gundam has something you kind of talk about. What do you mean? I know you remember Shirako from Zeta Gundam. I just remember how he met Camille for the first time, and immediately Camille was like, "This guy is too dangerous to live." I don't remember Zeta Gundam. Zeta Gundam, which one was that? Japan's got a lot of weird stuff with them. No more than US really, but they're more honest about the weird stuff. And that's honestly, I really do feel like that's kind of like the standards of America is kind of ridiculous because like the standards of America is like ridiculous because of the fact that like we're evil in America, but like nobody ever wants to say specifically that they're evil. Nobody wants to say that they're bad. Like I'll say all day that I'm not the best person, but I'm not the best person, but I genuinely want to be, and I'm actively trying to be, in spite of the fact that I screw it up every single time. I would rather be the bad guy that was actively trying to be good than be the good guy that was just hiding their evil all along. You know, like I don't ever consider myself to be a good person because there is no such thing as a good person because everybody's evil now. Like name a good person. Like name a real life good person. And the problem is that like we put goodness at such a high standard that we forget that you can be good and imperfect at the same time. But the problem is that like if you're trying your best to be good, people measure you by the worst thing that you do. It's like people measure you by the worst. Like if you're actively trying to be a good person, people measure you by the absolute worst thing that you do every single time. Shoot. Okay, I'm not gonna. Well, like I don't know your mom, but I I like to think that she's very lovely. But the fact of the matter is, what I'm ultimately saying is that like it's just kind of evil and crazy that like we're all just like everybody's like a sociopath now, and we have this really annoying habit of just basically like everybody gives a ridiculously high standard to a good person because what they do is they basically say this person is good until we find something bad about them, and it's not that easy. It's not that hard to. Okay, Final Fantasy 8 isn't on sale, but 1 and 6 are though. Um, okay, let's check. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll ultimately look into that. But yeah, that's what I'm just saying though. Is that like is this really kind of a challenge? Okay, let's see. What's a challenge? Challenge. I'm just basically saying that being a good person is a challenge now. Being a good person is a challenge nowadays because you're always going to be judged by the worst thing that you do. The plot of three could have been completely avoided with a little more foresight. You know, I think I played three. I think I played Final Fantasy three before. If everyone was a sociopath, we wouldn't have billions of people on the planet. That's why I didn't mean everybody. I could have sworn I said almost everyone. I don't think it's a challenge. No, what I'm saying is that like, people hold goodness to such a high standard. People hold goodness to a ridiculously high standard because like, you can't really because like if you're good and you try your best to be good, you try your best to be good, then everybody's gonna look for the worst thing that you've ever done and be like, well, he can't be a good person because he did that and he did that and did that. But it's like, but then there's people out there who are like absolutely terrible, who are absolutely terrible, and these people get like all kinds of like love and adoration. What games do you have for your PS5, and are they digital or are physical games? I only have digital games right now. I don't have my apartment. Like I don't have like physical stuff. So Manny in chat, imagine you study under a guy, you and two friends, and you pass it. Then you pass, and the teacher decides to reward you. Oh God, Are you still talking about Final Fantasy 3? Yeah, I just remember I played Final Fantasy 3. I played Final Fantasy 3 and it was actually on my I played it on my phone. I got my mind set on you. Got my mind set on you. Okay, Junior Benito. Okay, Junior Benito. The rewards are the first students with power over dreams, the second is control over time, and he makes you an immortal mortal. Like, wouldn't you be pissed? Yes. Yes. Yes, I would be so mad. Like you really just took away my immortality? Why, bro? Yeah, he wrong for that. Like technically in that scenario, the person who is mad about the mortality isn't the bad guy. The person who gave him the mortality is the bad guy. He's not the villain. It's easy to say, yeah, he is the villain, but he's not. Like, who thought that that was the appropriate reward? Honestly, I feel like that was just a cop out. That was just like a Arthur saving row because it's like, well, we don't know how to make him evil, so let's just do that. Now that I think about it, I didn't see Onion Knight in the city yet. Yellow, brown, red, purple, green, blue. Most understandable villain motivation. I will never say that the person. I will never say that the villain in Final Fantasy 3 was the villain. I don't think that he was a villain. Sure, he did. I don't think he was a villain. I think he was just a victim of mismanagement. But it's easy to say that he's the villain because he's the antagonist. But it's like, no, the guy, his teacher is the villain there. Also, I need to know, like, oh boy. But bullies can have tragic backstories, though. I'm not saying that they can't. I'm not saying that they can't have tragic backstories, but it's like if you have a tragic backstory and your resulting like perspective is, oh, I should like make somebody else miserable, then you shouldn't be sympathetic. I'm not going to be sympathetic for somebody who has it rough and then decides I'm going to just ruin somebody else's day because I have a bad day. Like, no, screw you. It's like, sure, he's a victim, but it's like, sure, he's a victim, but it's like, screw you, buddy. Why are you going to mess with somebody else for? Handle your trauma better. Can't lie, Superman choosing to calm Hulk down instead of fight him is totally in character. That actually sounds reasonable. Also, I genuinely hate like how the Hulk is written most of the time because it's so easy to just say it's always easy to write Hulk down as, oh, he's just going on another rampage. So the villain in FF3 didn't bother anyone. Handle your trauma better. So the villain, I don't know if he did or didn't. I'm trying to remember specifically how the game went. Like, but like the problem is that like what I'm saying is crazy how every DC Marvel involving Spider-Man still treats him like he's still with Mary Jane. Oh God, he's about to bring up the Joker. He's about to like, boy, man, he's about to like the Joker saw to have it. I don't remember, but it's like handle your trauma better. But it's like it's easy to say like I will say that like shoot, I'm trying to remember what the bad guy in Final Fantasy 3 do. Anyway, hold on, I don't remember Final Fantasy 3 that well because I played that game. Oh yeah, screw him. Everyone who hates for Spider-Man seems to hate. Anybody who writes for Spider-Man seems to hate Spider-Man. It's been that way for decades. Hulk has so many stories people would never see adapted. What do you mean? Also, hello, Jovi. It's good to see you again. I take it that everything is okay where you are right now. At least I hope it is. Did you know that Hulk has sons and at least one daughter? I know he had one son. I know about the other sons. I know he has like one son, and that son is I forget his name. Oh, I forgot his name. What was that? What was his son's name? Because I know he got one, and he got like that little hairstyle, like that little mohawk, and he's like messed up in the head. I think he's evil actually. I don't know. I didn't know he had a daughter though. But also, how would the Hulk have kids? It's like, will he just have to do the diddly like when he's not? I just popped in and let everyone know I'm still alive. I don't really talk to anyone anymore. I just assumed you were busy, honestly. Yeah, a lot of people have kind of haven't like everybody. A lot of people I used to talk to don't talk to me anymore. So, but I'm glad to see that you're still alive and still kicking and everything like that. Shout out to Jovi for still being alive and kicking, by the way. Really appreciate it. Only a city is left ruled by a tyrant named Maestro. There was a future imperfect. Hulk goes into the future and the world is destroyed. Yeah, and Maestro is just basically like alternative world Hulk, and he has like a big old beard. Is that right? He eventually confronts Maestro, and at the exact same time, they say to each other, Doctor Banner, I presume. It's been my experience that I don't have many conversations with folks if I don't reach out first. Uh, Trust me, I know exactly how that feels. Then they find out Hulk was immortal recently. You ever try to go to somebody and try to dap them up and they smack you across the face? Never, not even once. Yeah, that was a thing that they used to try to do to me. That was the thing they used to try to do to me back when I was in like middle school. You gotta remember, dude, cruelty was a flex back in the day, which I would never understand that. How was sounds like they were assholes. Yeah, I mean, who isn't? My mom, she's great. Okay. I mean, I don't know your mom. I can't say anything about her, but that's dope, man. Not a lot of people can say that. Okay. Shoot. By the way, I am. By the way, I have. I ain't gonna lie. I'm also kind of tired because I just like drove a really really long way like a couple of days ago, and like it was a stupid trip on my part, but like somebody was like, "Hey, let's go on an adventure." Hope gets treated bad by Marvel heroes. Does he? Every single time I see Hulk mentioned, every single time I see Hulk mentioned in like in any story, it's almost like, "Hey, Hulk's going on another rampage. We got to stop him." That's literally like all they write. It feels like that's all they write about him. It's like he's on another rampage. He's angry about something else. He's on yet another rampage. We have to stop him. Like I understand the only heroes who really are good to Hulk are Thor and Thing, which is weird because every single time I hear about Thor and Thing, they're always fighting each other. I mean, not between Hulk and Thing, they're always fighting each other, and they really, really, really want Thing to lose a lot. Also, Thing, can we? I'm calling him Ben. What was the adventure? Nah, it's something I would probably like talk about on my other channel because it involves wrestling. But like, needless to say, one like long story short though, One of the wrestlers that I found myself hanging out with was like, "Hey, you want to go to a post show after party?" And it's like, "Sure." Bruh, what did I do? I'm just saying, it's like every single time I hear about Thor, every single time I hear about the Thing and Hulk, they're always fighting each other. Look up how Hulk acted when Johnny Storm got killed. I'm aware that Hulk has emotion and empathy and is capable of like being sad and things like that. It just feels like, but because I'm new, I'm not really like that keen into Marvel. Like it really does seem like all they ever write about Hulk is he was the MVP from then. That's what I'm saying. It's like maybe it's because of the fact that this the only stuff that the Marvel fan base shows me is here's Hulk beating up the Thing. Here's Hulk also beating up the Thing again because we only care about fights and not plot. You know. But yeah, like that's all. But also, like whenever I hear about, like I said, whenever I hear about the Hulk, is always guys. Hulk is on another rampage. We have to stop him before he destroys yet another city. Before he destroys yet another city. Because he's basically Godzilla. That's really not Marvel at all. I know it's not Marvel at all. But like once again, like the groups I used to be part of, that used to talk about fiction. They really would like hype up like Hulk fighting Thing and beating them up and stuff like that. It is like y'all. Here's why Thing is so weak. Spider Man and Hulk are people who can't live happy lives, which is kind of screwed up. Yeah, man. Like that's a Marvel for you. Yeah, but like I said, I think it's Spider Man, Hulk, and the Thing because like Ben was ultimately supposed to have like he was supposed to get his skin back, right? And it just was like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. Thing actually did really good and won against Immortal Hulk. Really? Thing can actually win fights against Hulk? Okay, that's a new one. I didn't know. I was always under the impression that Thing always loses to the Hulk. Like Ben gets his flowers, people just accept that he isn't one of the strongest. Like I said, the fan base that I talk about, but then again, the fan base I used to interact with, they were just a bunch of villain simps anyway. So it's like, he wants also demolished Grey Hulk. That surprises me. The FF are respected in the right communities. I guess so. I mean, but the right communities are usually the ones who like comics and not just the fights. And you know how like minuscule that community is. It's a big nuance there, man. Shoot. I'm still annoyed they have never fought the UFOs. I don't know what that is. See, this is why you need to like be doing content. This is why you need to be making content, dude. I actually read that in your voice. That's crazy. Man, what the heck is a UFOs? UFOs equals Hope villain. Okay, that's weird. I don't really hear about that many. I don't really know that many villains in Marvel. Like there's that one dude with the little mask on his head that goes up against. Well, I'm going to get to my chores. Take care, guys. All right, Max. Enter Simon and his three friends, four jerks who recreated the finite four powers. Okay, so they basically just like did the gamma ray thing. Wait, how did they know about How did they know about the Fantastic Four's powers? How do they know how the Fantastic Four got their powers? Isn't there? Aren't they kind of like? Isn't it kind of like a secret thing? Wasn't it? Or is it like? Is there stuff like common knowledge? Oh man, my legs are killing me. Why is my eye twitching this bad? I don't like this. The Fantastic Four are basically celebrities. People know all about them. In universe? Okay, didn't know that. I was under the impression that like every hero, kind of sort of, like there was some sort of like, oh, we don't know anything about these people sort of ordeal about them. This was news to me. I just want to dance. I just want to raise my hands. I just want to dance. Do 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 do. I just want to raise my hands. Sky. Something, something. You and I. Yeah. Final Fantasy have no secret identities. Even Grimm, do they know that? Do they know that the thing was Ben Grimm, which is iconic as heck? People love the Fantastic Four as much as they hate the X-Men and mutants. That's bonkers, actually. Holy crap. What about Spider Man? Does he also? Oh wait, no. The Fantastic Four love while simultaneously hating mutants destroys me. That is kind of ironic. That is definitely that's a weird thing right there. It's like going, we like y'all. I'm sorry. I don't. It's like, you know why that is? You know why that is, my brother? I feel like we don't need I feel like we don't need a specific idea as to why they like these types of mutants and not these types of mutants. No, wait, no. Never mind. The Fantastic Four aren't mutants. I just thought about that. They weren't born with their abilities, they just ended up having them. But yeah, it is kind of ironic. Don't you find that suspicious? It's still kind of funny to think about, though. They still have powers. Oh man. Yeah, they still have powers. I ain't gonna lie, man. I feel like if mutants were a thing in the real world, I feel like if mutants were a thing in the real world, people like like there would definitely be a discrimination against them. Bro, what are you looking at over there? Oh, it's my game's over here, dude. I'm playing the game while I'm talking to y'all. And I just got a text. Hold on. I just want to dance. I just want to raise my hands. Something blue sky. It's just you and I just want to dance. Do 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 do. I just want to raise my hands. Something blue sky. It's just you and I. I'm still here, by the way. I'm just checking my text. Talking about yourselves. Oh, it's just a weird Snapchat notification. I think that's what it is. I don't know. Okay. I hit Kitty Pride. What did she do? What did Kitty Pride do? X-Men Teen Titans went hard. I always wanted to see how Marvel mutants would be treated in DC. Literally read the post right above yours, man. Jovi, if you still up in here, I'm hoping that you're doing all right. Everything okay with you over there? Like, I know you said you're still alive and everything like that, but it's like, normally you have a nice little update to how you're doing and stuff like that. Usually something like cute, and it's normally something cute and funny. Also, wait, Jovi, if you're still up in here, did you see Michael? Did you see Michael? It's like, oh God, I should have asked her about this. This would definitely be like, that's definitely like her movie. I don't even think Jovi is like a big fan of Michael Jackson, but it's like part of me would just like to know her thoughts about it, because if there's anybody who would probably appreciate it and probably be able to tell. Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Okay, that's not saying. It's like I would love to like see your view of it, especially because like you're more into like music and pop culture than I would be. So it's like that would definitely like be like I mean, hey, who better to know about who better? Do you intend on seeing it? Also, I just want to dance. Do 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 do. I just want to raise my hands. Not just something blue skies. It's just you and I. Yeah, hopefully soon. Yeah, I hope you see it too, because I would love to hear your take on it. I can't get the song out of my head now. I just want to dance. Do 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 do. I just want to raise my hands. Something blue skies. It's just you and I. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Shoot. By the way, I'm trying to. I'm also interested in getting a Telltale game, because like Life is Strange is really kind of like Life is Strange is definitely affecting my love for lore based games and decisions and choices and stuff like that. So I was like, I want to like play more of those. So I would like to. So I want to play like a Telltale game, but I don't know specifically which Telltale game to play. I want to play the one with the fictional characters and the big bad wolf. But like, I don't know. Part of me just feels like that. Part of me feels like I would do terrible at that game. I don't know why. You know what was the most hilarious was that. Also, you kind of need to. Also, you need to you need to explain why you hate Kitty Pryde. What did she do? When the Avengers went to DC Earth and saw museums, statues, parks, etc., they thought DC heroes were fascist. Yeah, that's not surprising. Whatever. I'm just waiting for you to explain why you hate Kitty Pryde, dog. Yeah, legit, DC heroes are fascists because the civilians like their heroes. Marvel civilians suck. Kitty said a word she should say, a word that starts with. Oh, okay. Did she say it because she was being naive, or did she say it because she's racist? Did she say it because she was naive, or did she say it because she was racist? I feel like context matters. I explained my message must not be going through. Yeah, it's probably not. I don't know what it is, but like YouTube does like do a little thing with censors. Like there was a time where I couldn't see stuff that Jovi was saying because it would like censor her stuff out. I don't know what it is. These, like they don't tell you what can and can't be said up in here, and I can't moderate that to see who does and who does, or what should or shouldn't be said or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird, man. It was to prove a point. Okay, what point was that? I mean, dude came at her with the bigotry first. He called her mutie, and then she called him that. Oh, okay. That's what. Okay, so it's basically a case of like if you're gonna get me with something, I'm gonna get you with something. Okay. So it's not that she was racist. It was just that basically she's just basically sharing that same energy. Okay, I get it. Still kind of out of bounds, but I get it. Also, I wonder who wrote that. I bet you a right winger wrote that. She didn't call him that. She asked if he was that. Oh. She didn't call him that, if I remember correctly. She asked if he was that. Okay, but like even still, like technically speaking, by that logic, I'm just speaking for myself here. Like, I bet y'all right winger wrote that just so he could like try to get the N word under the radar. I bet you he was like, yeah, well, what if we said this about you? She didn't call him that. Man, I know every right winger on the planet probably loves Kitty Pryde now. Because it's like, hell yeah, brother. That's right. You can say it. How come they can say it, but we can't say it? If I say it, I'm a bad person. But if you say it, it's okay. I'm about to make sure that don't work. I'm going to say it. I know right wingers, right, man. Right wingers, man. Right wingers don't deserve to be in comic spaces. I said what I said. I don't care. Check the group chat. Okay. Honestly, I understand the context, but that's still pretty like wild. That's pretty wild though. I understand the context, but that's still pretty crazy. It's like you can, I mean, it doesn't really feel like once again, like that's the case of I hate the writer. Like I'm not about to hate Kitty Pryde for that. I'm definitely gonna hate the writer though. Because like this definitely was a better way to say that. And judging from the art style, that looks like that was made like a while back. Like back when the N word was like sort of like the word that they sort of was treated like a word that they could use. That was like 85. Yeah, 85 was a year when they was like using the N word like that. Let's not forget who was it? Paul. It was either Paul Mooney or Richard Pryor. Which one was it? Like his debut album. His debut album was called what was it called? Ooh, it had the N word in the title. I forget which comedian it was. I think it was it was a Paul Mooney or Richard Pryor. This is gonna drive me insane. What was it? Ooh, in any case, yeah, like, dude, that was like between I want to say between the 70s and the 90s, the N word was probably used in generic conversation for like a really, really long time. Like personally, I'm not a big fan of it either, but it's like, the times sucked back then. Time sucked back then for dialogue. God, what was the name of that? What was the name of his debut album? Like, wasn't there a song that they had to like redo? That they had to like redo because it had the word, it had the N word in it, kind of hard with the hard R. It was like 1 little, 2 little, 3 little something. And yet things were low key better then. No, they weren't. Or rather, I couldn't tell you if they were. My whole life sucked. So it's like I can't tell you if anything was better back then or not. Tara from Teen Titans is based off of Kitty Pryde. I'm not surprised by that. Did Kitty Pryde actually like betray the team at some point? Or was she like initially sent there to betray the team? Was that a thing? Dang, I've been here for a long. I've been here for a long time now. Um, Seriously, do hope that you guys actually start showing my gaming lives love like this because that's what I'm gonna start doing from now on. I do appreciate you guys for like basically showing that y'all prefer seeing me in my room than y'all do seeing my gameplay because my gameplay videos don't get no likes, no interact. Well, no likes, no interactions, no nothing. But I get on here and all of a sudden it's like I appreciate that, but it's like it's still kind of wild to me that that's the case. I ain't really too mad about it. It just surprises me a little. Tara was meant to be an evil Kitty Pryde. Oh, okay. Once again, dude, you should be making content like this. You should be making content dedicated to that because you know stuff like that I do more than I do. Like I said, I'm mostly just on here just ranting about how life is because everything kind of sucks right now. But like you actually know stuff. You actually talk about like stuff that people are interested in. I really need you to like give a crap about making content. Also, I'm gonna probably play that last episode of Life is Strange today, so feel free to like show some support and love on that if you can. Oh no. Shoot. Oh man. I'm gonna lie to y'all. I'm still a little sore from that long drive. Once again, I'll probably like put it on my other channel because it is wrestling based and I'm trying my best to be less depressed about what happened to me. Uh, shoot, I am so tired. I am a little tired. Okay, God, even while trying to cover this part of my body, I'm still fat, and it's depressing. They're trying to roll their rights back too now, though. You're talking about politics right now, right? God, as a native Louisianian, bro, I cannot. As a native Louisianian, I'm very frustrated about that. I'm very frustrated that my home state is basically like the stomping grounds for like racist practices. Um, but yeah, like I said, I'm just mostly ranting about everything that sucks right now. So the powers that be, yeah, racist. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to play this final episode of Life is Strange and knock this thing. And I'm gonna probably do bad on it, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm just glad I saved Kate. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad I saved Kate. So that really kind of, I feel good about that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to play this episode of Life is Strange. Get this stuff. You don't look fat at all, bro. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure if I felt better about myself, you'd have some mean stuff to say. But I am fat though. But yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this game going. Gonna get this game started. Try to play some of that. So feel free to, like I say, if y'all do, I do stream on Twitch as well. So if y'all do want to check that out, post y'all Twitches up in the channel or in the comments below to let a brother know. I'm like that drive really did take me out. I ain't lying. Alrighty, y'all. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. Quick reminder though. Remember, you're more than just a person. You're an experience. Please be sure to remember that, because you can choose to be a good experience, a bad experience, or no experience at all. You can also, I would definitely recommend being a good experience or no experience, because why would anybody want to be a bad experience? We're all going through some ridiculous amount of excruciating pain right now, and I really need to start remembering that. I really need to start telling myself that when I think that I'm the only one going through it. But that being said, though, spread love and spread peace. If you can't spread any of those things, spread nothing at all, because sometimes people need a little nothing in their lives. I know I do. I know I need a day where I can just do nothing and just sit back and just be, man. But with that being said, though, love and peace to every single one of y'all out there. Please be sure to remember, being mean is mainstream and being kind is punk rock. And, which means that being mean is just a flavor of the month. But being kind lasts forever. We'll talk again later. Love and peace to every single one of y'all. And also, please be sure to check out my gaming lives and my lives when I do my gaming, because I'm trying to do less of this. I'm gonna lie to y'all. I'm trying to do less of this. So, once again, this was always supposed to be a gaming channel. So now it is going to be a gaming channel, at least until my system breaks down like my PS4 did. With that being said, I don't know, I said that multiple times by now. Love and peace. I know I said that multiple times right now, but I know that love and peace is actually something that we need to start pushing a lot more often. I don't want to get all ranty. Let's be cool to each other, though. I'm outie.